there is one of the folks who works on the game Influent, which I was just demoing yesterday. It's a language learning program. It's kind of interesting. It's right now just the ability to kind of look around a house and identify everyday items in various different languages, and then try to do a like a speed round with those words to see how well you actually learned them. So it's pretty cool. So yeah, good
Do
stuff.
me a solid. Copy me the link.
You
Chat.
got it.
I've
Catchy, your
I've been. Go ahead.
Catchy, your
What's
camera's
up?
still not coming up for me here.
Weird.
You may you may have to go into your options and specifically tell Skype I want you to use this camera.
Yep.
'Cause I was just playing around with it. It's
Oh,
weird.
and another awesome person we have in there, Carl Mundo, one of the heads behind the Who's Gaming Now group, who I do a lot of the streaming with, as well as Noodlecat, who's just joined. Um,
Mm.
and he's working on this game called The Land of Ice. It is an awesome puzzle platformer. Um, I have a lot of fun with it.
Very cool.
Yeah. So
Well, I have been busy opening a store after being hired in 48 hours.
nice.
Yeah. It's been a small miracle I have
Mm.
pulled off. It is a 9,000 square foot store. It is insanely huge. And by the time Halloween rolls around, I'm supposed to have a staff of 30 plus people.
Wow.
Where, yeah, today about two-thirds, no, about a little less than half of the inventory is now out on the floor. And we're still sorting through the freight in the back room.
Gotcha.
Did that work for you?
Yep, I see the Minicam logo. It's a little on the fuzzy side, but
Here, let me mess with Minicam real quick. For some
Yeah, if
reason, it
you go
wasn't
into
working
the
in like Skype.
options, uh,
It was
oh,
frozen.
that's exactly why. You need to close Manicams, close Skype, relaunch Skype, and basically Manicams is tying up your camera and Skype won't use it. So you have to have
That's
Manicams off.
okay. So Task Manager, kill it.
Yeah, and then go into Skype and select your actual camera, and it should work then for you.
Okay, so I killed the process. I'll be right back then.
Sure, no problem.
yep.
So yeah, so Nero, they hired me. They called me Friday just before noon, saying, "All right, you got your background check cleared. You got the job." And they essentially it was like, "All right, you got the job. Now you got to find yourself an assistant manager." Matter of fact, I'm supposed to find two assistant managers, and I need 9 people to open the store on Saturday at 5 p.m. This is Thursday at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm having this conversation with my area manager. So I knew walking into it. Basically, the store was supposed to have been open 2 weeks ago. Other store managers got 6 weeks worth of training before they went to their stores. I got hired on a Thursday, handed a binder that's like, okay, here's how to do the job. Went home, read that. Friday, I go in, had some interviews that were like people that hit us up on Craigslist. You know what I mean? That kind of people, and had no idea who I was going to talk to, what they were going to be about. I just hired the first 6 people who seemed to were like, yes, I need to work. So I was like, fine, I'll hire you. They've turned out to be great. Like I have lucked out, knock on plaster. I have the force has been with me. By the way, you're muted. By the way,
Yeah, I know, I know. I didn't want to interrupt you there.
yeah, but so it's my stress level's been through the roof. I'm reminded exactly why I left retail, but once this whole freight bullshit is out of the way, it's going to be a really fun job. But I am totally and completely faking it till I make it. I am just completely just act like you know what you're doing. Just act like you're supposed to be able to run a store with 30 employees. Like it's no big whoop. And
Yeah,
so
act
far
like you've
it's
been there before. Exactly.
so far it's working. I mean, I did used to run a Suncoast, so I'm not completely alien, but that was a staff at most of 7, maybe 10 during the holidays, you know? So this is and it's going to get crazy in this place, that's for sure. Like, they looking at their numbers, it's some pretty crazy, insane dollar bills they're expecting to be bringing in by the time Halloween rolls around. So, but it's a good paycheck, $625 a week.
Nice.
Very nice.
There you go.
Camera's
Yeah,
loading, I
so
think.
Cameras. Yeah, it's still taking a little bit there. Maybe check the Skype options one more time here to make sure that it's.
using the actual camera and not trying to pull
Oh,
up software.
Yeah. There we go. That was me
Uh,
using a minicam.
There we go.
All
The
right.
magic of look at that.
Rock and roll.
There we go.
All right.
I think I've got all the right info.
So I shouldn't tell the. Are we live now or not yet?
Oh yeah, no, we've been live.
Oh, okay. So I should definitely not tell the audience about the pornography you were just discussing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, tell you what. So for those who don't know, I picked up a job for the Halloween season, running one of these pop-up Halloween stores. So I have been working all day. I just got home in time to flip on Landmark Live. So if you all will excuse me from the chat for a few minutes, Nero, and I don't even know who our guest is here. Who guest?
Catchy.
Didn't even introduce me.
Catchy.
Oh, it's Catchy. Okay. Well, I will join you guys in just a few minutes. I need to go get a beverage and make sure the cat's attended to. So I will be right back.
All right.
Okay.
See you in a few. So, I don't know how much we're really going to be talking about combat and arenas and stuff like that during the show. So, I figured this would be maybe a time to bring it up for a moment. So, Catchy's got an awesome arena, and it's scalable. It can be a small battle. It can be a large battle. Works pretty well. You just have to take the little bars off the inside, and it becomes a pretty big arena. So I was wondering, do you have any other plans for what you're going to be doing with it?
Well, right now I have plans on replacing it. I didn't pay my rent, so
Oh no.
and that wonderful bug that's supposed to be fixed tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll be able to place it tomorrow. Because right now it's just a big red blob, and yeah, it's not exciting. But I don't know. I'm thinking about once I'm able to place it, maybe modernize it, beautify it up, smooth it out.
Very cool. Very cool. Yes, Carl Mundo, I usually do win the beard contest. There's very few people that that have a fighting chance with me on that one. What you drinking?
We have Oktoberfest, Lightning Kugels.
Gotcha.
It's October 1st.
Indeed it is. So, see a lot of the regulars in chat here. Cody, Diggs, D-Man. My beard looks well groomed. No. that hasn't happened. I've just done this a few times before the show.
I think that's what they mean. It's great with the hat.
It does go well with the hat.
I spy. Yes, I'm here. How's it going, Spooky? Cody?
Hey, Caladori and Pantera. Hey. Good to see you folks. Yeah, we saw some cat sightings back there.
Oh yeah, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, she likes to sit right behind me on this box.
There
As you
you
can
go.
see, I just moved.
Yeah. So how do you like the new place?
Oh, it's beautiful. It's not in a basement. It's in an apartment in the city, right next to everything. So it's incredible. I'm loving it.
Leave food everywhere.
Very cool. Very cool. That's pretty awesome. What the heck is?
We got Oh, here, let me mute my mic.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be active on the mute button there if there's gonna be some of that action going on.
Yeah, but just let me know when you're gonna hammer.
Hanging pictures.
Yeah, he's hanging pictures right now. Don't worry, I have to push to talk.
There you go. Oh, Diggs. You're a dick. Unless that's actually where you were, then my apologies, Diggs. But
Is there like an icon that tells me if I'm silenced or not?
yeah, there should be the little microphone button down there.
You hold on to it. Okay, I'm not used to Skype.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. So yeah, the camera's just going to be offset for a little bit till Adam comes back. So you're kind of on both sides of me here. It's a little weird.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was really excited about PvP, and then nothing really came out.
Armor next, not this update, but the following one. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
All
oh,
right.
well, I guess not.
Poster view. That's awesome. That way, everything at least frames up well. That works out a lot better. Cool. That is definitely a Star Wars poster up there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. Starting phase 2 of what next week? Your evil plan, Diggs.
Oh yes. Many plans.
I mean, he has good plans and he has bad plans. I mean, evil plans. I can't say whether the good ones or the evil ones are bad or not, but yeah. All right.
Did anybody catch that video?
Oh yes, the Storybricks video.
Yeah, that thing was pretty interesting. I like how they how you have like the oh my god, what am I thinking? We have like the territories and everything's just shifting everywhere. I thought that was amazing. Something I've never seen in an MMO.
Yeah, I mean the conflicts and stuff are pretty cool for sure. And yeah, well they that's the thing is they can run the simulations different ways and the results can end up differently. There could be one server where the kobolds don't actually get kicked out of that first area, and so the rest of the series of events don't even happen. Or when the kobolds start getting their butts kicked, somehow the dragons send like a drake and a bunch of Phyxians or something to go take care of the problem, and then you've got bigger issues to deal with.
Yeah, I think it'll definitely bring in some new gameplay. Being able to see different things happen all the time. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah. And that's one of the reasons why Rosong is going to be important, is it's going to be able to allow you to find all those different locations, and it might even have potentially some sort of a fast travel method that you can unlock to quickly access those areas. So that should be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. I mean, being able to see like this guide is just going to change all the time after all these actions that you're doing. It's never going to be the same. I think whereas, I mean, if you like to play multiple characters, I don't know if you're going to need to, but if you'd like to do that, it's going to be different for each character because it's always going to be a different story for each character. Never the same like it would be in a different game.
Right. And there's no way you can duplicate that. It's one of those things. It's almost like playing, say, Binding of Isaac. That there's no possible way you're gonna have the exact same run with the exact same items, the exact same mobs, and the exact same everything twice. It's pretty much impossible. So there's ways you can learn to deal with the situations that you're provided and use the equipment and options that are made available to you. But ultimately, for you to be able to achieve the goals that you're trying to achieve, it's a matter of taking everything in and making the best of it, and sometimes having to not take things and not go places where it's going to get you in trouble. Usually, like late in that game in particular, if I go traveling around trying to find more healing items or more upgrade and improvement stuff, I'll end up just losing all my health and just pretty much like, okay, well, I've got 1 health left. I could either die in the next room or I could try to fight the boss and see if I win with 1 health. So it's kind of that it's not a procedural roguelike in any way, but it's got a lot of the same elements, that everything is being kind of done on the fly, almost as if you've just got like a giant GM storyteller that's kind of handling everything all at once, rather than just a bunch of static mobs that sit there and drool until you get close enough for them to have a reason to attack. So it's going to be exciting.
Oh, there I go. I'm muting myself, thinking I'm hitting push to talk. Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. I can't wait to see what stories we have to tell. It's going to be like D&D on while you're playing, which is amazing.
I mean, that was kind of the idea that they'd been saying with Landmark, is that they wanted that to be a place where people could basically, set up and play out their D&D campaigns or whatever. And I don't know if we're actually going to get that much control over the rule sets and equipment and all of that, but it'd be nice if we could later down the line. Ultimately, I think it'll be more creating interactions that are specific to EverQuest Next, and then later, when EverQuest Next is live and it's done all it needs to do, Landmark will start to kind of branch out into some other stuff and be able to allow the players to actually make their own games off of it, like full-on games. But that'll be that'll be interesting.
Yeah, I can't wait till we have those tools to be able to go around, create monsters, do that type of thing. Have your own little game like you would back in the day.
Yep. Like Dragon Magazine used to have, I think it was Dragon Magazine that had the little mini RPGs that came in the magazines every week. Either it was a little campaign or it was a complete game with a limited set of rules. And,
Hola. All right, I am back, and you have my attention. Nero, do you have the ability to mute our audio to the audience for a moment? I do have to tell you something before we start the show.
You got it. They cannot hear you now. Yes, Diggs, you can read lips, but only in Spanish.
Diggs, but Diggs, then you keep it to yourself.
Then he knows about the plan we have. Oh my.
Well, he knows he gets a lightsaber coming to the head if he tries to.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's basically what you're going to do. So, everybody, pour all your drinks, all the stuff that you need to do to get ready here, because it is pretty much time to start the show. Actually, let me get one last little modification on my end to make sure that I've got everything in the right place to monitor everything and not have there be any weirdness during the show.
Wouldn't want any weirdness. Definitely no weirdness.
Don't want any weirdness during the show. I'm glad everything was configured exactly as I kind of left it from the last show, so I didn't have to adjust everything.
Hey, there you go.
Alright. Oh yeah, I should probably send out a tweet. Live feature Ashcan.
Tweet. Oh yes, Dave replied to my big template error. Wonderful big red template. I hate that I hate that error. Like, I forgot to pay my rent, and it's been driving me insane all day.
Alright. A little quick tweet and alright. Let's get going then. Actually, one last thing. Catchi, is there, I guess I don't know what your space is like. Is there any way you could kind of center up a little bit or adjust the camera so you're a little bit more centered? Because you're a little off to the side.
Yeah. There we go.
Alright. Cool deal. Okay.